Morning, it's G Butterfly, and I'm coming to you live from the parking lot like I always do. It is Tuesday morning. I woke up, came outside. It was pretty cool. I like that. Hopefully, we'll get the rain that's forecast for the rest of the week, and maybe all of the brown grass can start turning green again. Let's pray for that. But you know what, y'all? Look. Oh, wait. Let me let y'all see my cute little brooch that I found on Saturday. Isn't that the cutest little spider brooch? I think I'm gonna wear it the rest of the week. I know it don't match my earrings, but I don't care. My earrings match my clothes, and that's all that matters. But I thought the brooch was cute, and we'll wear it through Halloween. But anyway, I woke up this morning. I don't know why it was just in my head. I couldn't get it out of my head. I said, you know what? Divorce is the worst thing that could have ever happened to a family. Once you are divorced, you have a divide in your family that's going to be there for the remainder of everybody's lives, unless the two parents decide to get back to remarry. And a lot of times that's not going to happen. And I started thinking, I said, is it possible that people could have worked out whatever it was that caused them to get a divorce? Nowadays, everybody just want to get a divorce. They don't care. Hell, fuck it. That's what they say. I'm out. But you don't think about the divide that it's going to cause in your core family, meaning the mother, father, and the children. There's going to be a divide that will not ever mend. The children are always going to be separated. I'm at daddy house now, mama house now. I got to go to this grandma house now, that grandma. Okay, I got to go to my aunts. I got to go here. There's never going to be a core family in the home anymore. Even if one of the parents or both parents decide to remarry, and that's probably going to happen. And once that happens, now the children that came from their first marriage, they're going to have to go and be in a new family. And I don't care what anybody says, that child may not feel like they are truly a part of that new family. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong. But there's always going to be a feeling of not being totally included. And the parents may do everything in their power to make that child feel like they're included in that new family. I get that. I fully get that. But at the end of the day, that child still has to leave and go back to another home that they currently live with. And then let's just say the child still lives with the mother. Then the mother remarries and the mother has children with her new husband. Now that family unit, you're not and this is probably going to sound wrong, and I'm just going to say it, but that child may feel like they're not even a part of that family unit. Although the new step parent can come in and love that child, they still kind of sit right on the outside of that family. They may not ever say anything, and they may be loved, but when they lay their head down at night, or as they get older, they may feel like, I wasn't all the way in it, even though I was in it, if that makes sense. I don't know. That was just on my mind this morning. And there are times when you have to get a divorce. I understand that. If someone is abusing you in any kind of way, that's not love. That's not a family if there's abuse involved, especially if there's any abuse towards your children. Mom or dad, whoever the parent is that's not doing abuse, and get those kids and get out. I get that. So there's always exceptions. But if there was other things that you can possibly work through, and it may not be easy, you have to go to counseling. It may take years for you to work through it, but to keep your family intact. That was just on my mind this morning. I'm 55. I'll be 56 in a few months. And I woke up thinking about that this morning. I am a product of a divorce. Thank God I have and I ain't gonna say I have a wonderful father who always stayed involved in my life. Always. So I never felt like a product of divorce, but a part of me always hated the back and forth. Even though I loved my new family, when you have to go back and forth, your core family is gone. It's not there. It's non-existent. And just bouncing around, it's not a good feeling. And I know a lot of people may not honestly say it, and this is probably the first time I've ever said it, and I'm almost 56 years old. I know parents try, but there's always that feeling of just not fully being a part of the unit that you see. So parents, if there's anything you can do to keep your family together, try to. Now, don't put up with no bullshit in no relationship. Don't put up with no bullshit that shouldn't be there. If you can't work it out, then I understand you got to go. You got to go. Especially if there's abuse, like I said, you must go. Especially if it involves your children, you got to go. I get that. I get that. I get that. But if it's something else that you can just say, you know what, we took these vows for better, for worse. Let's try to work it out. Let's try. I can remember when my son was getting ready to get married and we were at the engagement party. I was telling both of them, you're not going to be the same next year. You're not going to be the same the year after that. It may get hard. You're going to have to find something that you like about that individual until you can get back to that feeling of love that you think you don't have anymore. It's still there. But life happens. Find a way to get back to that. Find something new that you like about this person and build on that and start loving that until you can get back to the thing you loved the first time. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. But divorce is horrible. Divorce is the worst thing. I don't know. Do you agree with me that divorce is the worst thing that could have ever happened to a family? Because there's a divide that will never, ever be repaired. I don't care how you try to fix that divide. It's always going to be that thing. And I think the children feel it more so than the adults. And it's possible. I may have to ask my two sons, do they feel it? Me and their father divorced many, many, many years ago. I'm going to ask my children, do they feel that divide and long for family that is no longer there? Regardless of how much each individual parent try to be there in every sense of the word and try to love on them, and because you're still a family, it's just divided, and that's a horrible feeling. But y'all, get in the comments and let me know, are you a parent who have children that are experiencing divorce, and can you see that there's a divide? Are you a product of divorce? And you know what I'm talking about. It's that thing, and I can't really put a name to it, but it's a feeling that it's not what it should be. Get in the comments and let me know. Y'all know what I got to do right now. Get in the building and go make the donuts, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.